Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. A couple things from the comments before we get started. First thing is, meritocracy does not allow you to claim your liege's title. I think there's one in learning, I think it's usually here. This one's now called literati. It also doesn't allow you to buy claims. I think they took out some easy ways to get claims because they don't want you using that as your method to rank up within a celestial bureaucracy. They would rather that you go through the merit system in order to rank up. And then after the merit system, if you want to get your liege's title, you're going to have to go through what we're doing now with movement power, right? So, yeah, those couple things just don't exist in in this current version of our government. So, there you go. Next, we're going to talk about this again for Dynastic Cycle and what exactly the catalysts are that move you towards one thing or another. So, division. If it is something on this list, it'll move you towards division. The easiest ones that we found to move you towards division are power swaying and pushing with the favored movement. Those are by far the easiest things that will actually move you towards division. Nothing else is really going to move you towards it. There are some things that take away from it, but they're basically just mostly the opposite of what's happening up here. Like power sways towards pro-song movement. Okay, so that takes away some of this. Although, actually, interestingly, if you have a look at it here, where are we? Yeah, plus 24 here. So you get 15 for moving towards conservative, but minus 5 for moving towards pro-song. So actually, in theory, if you could get a cycle where you get them moving from movement to movement back and forward, you could, in theory, really quickly move through division, which probably means that in a multiplayer game, if you've got two people and you are both working towards it, it becomes incredibly easy to game it, because you just move the same person backwards and forwards over and over and over again. For us, not quite that easy. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Son of Heaven loses Mandate of Heaven. Apparently this can trigger if a civil war wins, or like a faction to put a new claimant in charge. So that new claimant will, in theory, get the title. Like, we'll get the top level title, and then immediately you'll get destroyed via division, which is kind of funny. There must be some reason why this happens. There must be something that you get from it. Like, maybe if you were the last person who was in charge, even if via claim, you get some kind of bonus to, like, people joining you afterwards, but I have no idea. Anyway, so that's what's in here. Son of Heaven being murdered is obviously the one that we're going for, because that gives us plus 100, and in theory it will set us up for a couple of other things. Like, it might set us up for factions, it might set us up for legitimacy. It's going to be good, and it will probably set us up for being able to murder the heir as well, and we can keep going through that. Now, some people have mentioned that some things lead them to tension, and they're suggesting they could also lead to division. They have different sets of catalysts, but I think it's because tension is named wrong, and that's why people think that it's going to help. Tension is not so much like things are going wrong within the country. I think tension is better seen as a desire for change, right? So, let's say that you're sitting in advancement, and then somebody petitions the Huangdi. That might move things towards tension, because you're effectively saying, I don't like things the way they are, I would like to change. It moves it towards this tension era, an unstable era, where it's effectively saying, okay, enough things have happened that there's going to be change within the country, where are we going to go from here? And at that point, it splits into three. It's like, okay, are things going to go towards division? Are things instead going to go towards advancement? Are things going to go towards expansion, right? Is you saying, oh, I would like it to move in that direction. But I don't think petitioning the Huangdi does anything while you're in this era, because you're already in an era where you're like, yeah, I want things to change, right? It's not going to push towards any of these, I don't think. Although, I guess we could check whether it pushes towards these, but I assume it doesn't push towards any of this sort of stuff. Not in that one. Here? Yeah, not in that one. So, yeah, petitioning the Huangdi doesn't move it towards any other era, because there's no reason for it to move it towards any other era, because you're already in an era of change. You're already in an era where you've agreed as a nation that things have to change in some way, and now it's effectively just arguing your point for which way it's going to change, if that makes some level of sense. Hopefully it does. That's how I'm viewing this anyway. So yeah, we're going to continue working on this. We're going to continue trying to murder this guy. One thing I've been thinking about, though, is that the local examinations usually give you about 200 intrigue lifestyle experience per examination. It seems pretty consistent. So we should probably try and attend as many examinations as possible, right? Because there are some things that would be really useful for us here. Swift execution would be fantastic. A job done right would be fantastic. If we can get to twice schemed, in theory, we could set up a murder scheme for the person, or for the heir, right? Kill the person who's actually in charge, right? Kill the current Huangdi. Heir comes in, immediately just kill the heir, right? And just cycle through them quickly. You could, in theory, do a lot of cool stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what we can do. But basically, I think going to these examinations is a good idea. And there's one here, so we should go to it. Yes, and I have too few spouses, but we already know the reason for that. It's because we can't have a spouse. But yes, also to confirm, if I go in here, well, it doesn't actually say. But yeah, petitioning the Huangdi will not move towards division, basically, which we've already looked at. So there we go. Right, what's next? Yeah, I guess we go to this local examination, and then we kind of just start going from there. Cool. Let's go. Right. Now we're here. 40 odd days till it starts. And right. We get some influence for turning up as well, which is nice. Public challenge. We can get diplomacy, or we can get learning lifestyle here. Let's just get some more diplomacy lifestyle experience. House relation deteriorated because these two people became rivals. When Jew becomes rivals with everybody, apparently. Yeah, he's just going around causing us trouble. Aha. Minister, I humbly offer my compositions for your critique. I've laboured over these lines. Some are bold with certainty, others reflect my search for balance. I welcome your thoughts. See, what we could do here is we could grab ourselves some free intrigue lifestyle experience. I think we will. I think we want to actually start... We want to start really pushing that intrigue lifestyle experience up. Child of my blood. So, this is my third son's child. Den Niang. Cool. Oh. And we now have one of these. Let's go for this. Wonderful. Okay, and we can send you to the children's examination, which we'll do. And you passed with a 34% pass rate. That's fantastic. Right. So, next, already involved here. Going to kill him. That's fine, I think we can unpause. We choose experimental int mixing, right? Yep. Let's do that. A crash of inks here. Do we need a friend? Yes, we could do it for friend to get some extra stats. Yeah. Zhong Liang, or Lian, can become my friend. Cool. Sealed favor, we discreetly deliver that, which gets me even more intrigue lifestyle experience. I'm gonna close it and reopen it again, just so it stops closing and reopening by itself. Whispered seat swap. Sure, we will offer our assistance in silence. Yep. We're working towards a good cause here. And now the real work begins. Let's let this go. And there we go. A bunch of people have passed, but none of them we care about. We're back again. Cool. What else have we got going on here? Start a great project? Absolutely not. No, not going to do that. Mystical communion? I'll do a mystical communion. Let's see. Can't do a debate. That's fine. Right. Oh, we should be building in our estate. Like, just always, we should be building in our estate. I could upgrade this again and get even more dispensary stuff. Yeah? I guess so. Just seeing what's actually new here. It's just a very small amount of a bonus, but sure, we'll upgrade that. Okay. Hey, we got 300 learning lifestyle experience, and you challenged me to a board game. Uh-huh. Go is a game that we will crush this guy at. Yeah. Okay. I don't even entirely know who he is. Let's go for this one. He's starting to win. Neither of us is even close to victory. So, wait. So, martial is countered by learning. Okay, what's my martial? 18. Intrigue is countered by martial. And then learning is countered by intrigue. I should just go martial every time, right? Because martial's countered by learning, and our martial's better than his learning. Martial? I won the game. Fantastic. Let's try and be friendly with this guy. Okay. Oh, I remember the thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to go in here and have a look at the movement power. To see whether anyone got recalculated to a higher movement. There's no one who's neutral anymore. We've managed to completely radicalize everybody politically. Fantastic. Alright. Thick as thieves. Since recruiting both Bai Chongyi and Minister Bai Kai to my scheme, the pair have become rather amicable with each other. It seems shared tasks and mutual concerns brought out a little spark of kindred recognition in the two retrobates. Their understanding is nothing serious yet, but a little nudge could see true friendship bloom. We get 3 advantages for that? Yeah, okay, I'll grab 3 advantages. That's great. Do we want to keep going? We're going to max out at 92%. We could get to 95 if we let it go around twice. How long is it going to take? 108 days? So, okay, there's something we can actually work out here. So it's 108 days. It's 216 days in total, right? Because it has to go around twice for us to get up to 10. That would then give us an extra 5% success chance. On the flip side, secrecy is a per month thing, right? Yeah, every month. So every month I have a 5% chance that this scheme is discovered, which will effectively end the scheme. So, the question is, in 216 days, which is going to be roughly 7 months. So I've got 7 dice rolls, right? And if one of them hits a 1, like 7 d20 rolls. If any of those 7 hit a 1, the scheme is over. Alternatively, I can roll 1 d20, and as long as it's not a 1 or a 2, we're good. So, there's probably a correct answer for which one is the right option here. I'm just gonna fire the scheme. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fire the scheme. Let's go. Assassin. My agents have succeeded in murdering Huangdi Zhao Shu. A thorn in my side no longer, thank Kama. Qing Si's hireling executed our plan perfectly. By the way, I've been told that the Q is always like a CH sound, and I've been trying to do that. The reason why it messes me up occasionally is because we'll have it spelled, we'll have like this, right? And then there'll be a CH like version right afterwards, right? And I'm like, what's the difference between, like, if it says CHIAN, right? What's the difference between that and it saying QIAN? Is it just like a weird, like, quirk? Like they actually sound exactly the same, or is there an actual difference? Hopefully that made sense. Anyway. In the dead of night, the woman snuck through a gap scouted in the roaming patrols, let herself into our quarry's chambers with a stolen key, and brought Zhao Shu's wretched existence to a wet, gurgling end. Unfortunately, no matter how much I protest, unsubstantiated accusations from all quarters point straight to me as the mind behind the incident. Again, the murderer trait, and they got the rightful imprisonment reasons against me. Eee. It's not good. It's not good at all. I got a little bit stressed from that, apparently. I lost Minister of Rights? To Governor Wu Wenju? What? My son stole my title? How did my son steal my title? Is it because I'm refusing new things? But how did he end up next in line? That doesn't make any sense. Well, that changes things a little bit. Wait, but I get to keep these baronies? Wait a second. It says I get to keep the baronies. That's got to change, right? Because I'm still earning the money from the baronies. I just don't even have a job now. This is even better, right? Not only do I have the titles, I don't have even the slightest thought of responsibility. Yeah, I told you designated terrain was broken. I told you this ages ago. Like it says it's a permanent choice, but it keeps saying you can reassign it. Like every time you have a title change. It's very weird. Anyway. Well, positives and negatives. I'm going to resume new appointments, I think. Yep. I think that seems like a good idea. Well, strengthen bloodline. Okay. That's cool. We don't have any of that. Cool. Right, well, I should be pretty high in line for every single title that exists. Good, good. And we have definitely moved things towards, towards division. That's a big amount towards division. Okay. Let's have a look at my new Huangdi. So we have Zhao B, who doesn't have max legitimacy, which is fantastic because that means that he is now triggering this, right? He's now triggering the 20-yearly drift, which is great. That's what we want to see. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, the question is, do we want to murder him? Obviously, yes. The answer is going to be yes. What's this? Oh, I need to wait a second for the previous scheme to go through. Oh, I've immediately been appointed a new position. Okay. And lost a whole bunch of other positions. What am I now in charge of? The Circuit of Lingnan? Oh. Right, wait, I was in charge of something down here a while ago. Okay. I need to inspect these new lands, I will say. Okay. I want to immediately resume new appointments. Right? I want myself to be available for new appointments. I currently hold the most prominent title of this tier. So effectively, the only thing that I can be moved up into is Empire tier titles. So the only thing I can be moved up into is these titles. Wait, I'm still Minister of Rights, though. Wait, but I'm not Minister of Rights. My son was Minister of Rights a second ago, wasn't he? He's got the Ministry of Rights, but I am the Minister of Rights. Oh no, the title is separated from the role. What happened? Wait a second. The role and the title have ended up with different people. How did that happen? We're gonna so end up as Minister of Revenue. It's so ridiculous. But anyway. I'll ask for some treasury from my son. I guess, wait, I still can't marry because I'm still Minister of Rights. Right, okay. I'm gonna try and kill our Huangdi again. Okay. Everybody, who's in? Who wants to murder another one? Okay. So I have huge success chances here. I'm gonna switch over to people who can make things faster. Let's go with you. Let's now go with you. Assassin, we're now gonna go with this guy. That puts us up at 95. Alibi is going to be you. Right, we have 95% secrecy. Let's get on murdering. Okay, he gave me the examination support. Okay. What is going on here, though? Like, something's not right. Yeah, something's not right. Also, I'm now earning 99 a month. Due to vassal taxes. I'm even more rich than I was. Wait a second, I guess I should refuse new appointments in theory. And just sit with my huge amount of money. It's not a bad idea. I guess I'm further back in terms of personal power, maybe? Now? No, I have, like, even more than I used to, I think. Oh, somebody's become unaligned. Okay. I've been given a new title, that's nice. I gained a rival, I murdered somebody close to somebody else. That's fair. I did that. Yeah. Okay. I'm in line for Ministry of War. You know what? Promote me. I want to see what happens. Promote me. Child of my blood, a great-granddaughter. You, Zeru. Okay. In here, I'm still building. Okay, that was a building within my... Okay, within my holdings here. Okay. Law replaced. Regional command has been put in. New governance issue. Okay. Let's deal with it, I guess. Wait, where am I? Where's my character located right now? I'm located here. Yeah, I'll do your governance issue. That's fine. Let's go. Local wildlife are being scarcer and scarcer, numbers collapsing due to a growing hyena presence. These fiends, made braver by their mounting numbers, are not content with depopulating the wilderness, but can now be seen lurking around my people's settlements. Excuse me. I just need to... Maybe I'm ignorant. Are there... I was just wondering, like... No, hyenas do not... There aren't Chinese hyenas. There were 20,000 years ago, according to a quick search. Used to exist about 11,000 years ago. Okay, so... This seems odd to me, then. This definitely seems odd. Okay, thought I'd just do a quick check. It's not the most common animal you could come up with, but anyway, we'll go. Right. Just thought I'd double check I wasn't being crazy. Do you want a free building? Sure, I'll have a free building, thank you. Predatory beasts. Our arrival in Lao Zhou is amidst tragedy and worry. Locals mutter that in the safety of an enclosure, a prize chicken was recently torn apart by an enormous hyena. A quick ride about the region proves this information reliable. Wild game is rare to see and the signs of hyena attacks are everywhere. They say an infant is missing. They say tiny shattered bones were found. Well, I am going to simply do this and get 300 learning and intrigue lifestyle experience. That's cool. My counselor died. Do I need to put in anyone as my counselor? No. Also, it said a whole bunch of people were deassigned from positions, but... Oh, but those might be positions that don't exist anymore, of course. Now that I think about it. I need a new food taster. That's going to be you. Anything else? No, I think that's fine. Okay. Maybe a stable master. Cool. Did my son maybe get a position in somewhere? No, I was trying to figure out why he was no longer eligible for things, but... No? Whatever. It said he lost positions or something, but... That's fine. I might do an inspection. I just don't feel like I'm going to hold this land for very long. Right? Because surely I'm going to be placed into, like, the open Minister of Personnel position due to being first in line. I'm second in line. Wait a second. You have a higher candidacy score for this? Also, I've resumed my appointments, right? I have. He has a higher candidacy score than me. How did that happen? Influence the candidacy score to go back by up by 100. I'm not going to spend 900 to do that. Okay. Right, make a request. I decline. We should go on an inspection. We can get all sorts of things by going on an inspection. And it's free. Actually, you know what? I can probably hold a free local examination, right? Yep. Yep, I can. Okay. Favoritism. If any of my dynasty members appear, I will... yeah, I'll let them pass for free. Wonderful. Okay, somebody bartered with me. That's cool. Son learned the Tangut language. My son, who is in charge of the Ministry of Rights, but has not been granted the title Minister of Rights, which is wild. See if we got anything in here that I actually want. Don't really care about military budget. Disease resistance would be nice, I guess. Personal scheme potential is also potentially nice. I think I like the disease resistance. Let's commit to the disease resistance. Let's do that. Right. Okay. That's fine. Also, how much merit would I'd be getting 126 merit a month if I was actually, you know, gaining merit because of all of this. Because merit paid per tax is 83%. Insane. Okay. Continue upgrading. When does this start? Starts in 28 days. Okay. I'm now in charge of the Ministry of Revenue. Yep, I lost my landed possessions, so now I'm in charge of the Ministry of Revenue. Minister Shi Rengui died, so I'm now the Minister of Revenue. Now, here's the next question. Is my son now the in charge of the is he now the Minister of Rights? No. He is not the Minister of Rights. So nobody's the Minister of Rights. This is fun. It's like, ooh, let's see where we are today. Okay, but now I can remarry. Yes, because now I'm no longer in a non-marriageable position. I can also have courtiers, be concubines if I want them to be. Well, you have a physical trait, so let's take you as a concubine. And while we're here, let's also take our spy master. That seems good. And then we're going to remarry. Let's change the age difference thing there. Right. Anything else we want to put in here? Let's say marriage prestige. Sure. Inheritable trait. Because these could actually still be our heir. Would prefer them to be an adult, if I'm honest, but maybe this genius here? Yeah, my courtier. That could work. Yeah. Let's go with this. So who is she? She is just some random person. Alright, fair enough. We are now betrothed. Great. Children lack guardians? Is that because I don't have a court tutor? Yep, it's because all of the... Oh, I figured out what position got zapped. It was my son being my department aide. That's what got zapped. Yeah, because that no longer existed. My other son can take the other position. Master Physician is going to be my son. Guru is going to be you. You. Let's go through here just assigning positions. So let's go even younger. Here, that's going to be you. That'll stop it telling me I need... yeah, that'll stop it telling me that I need people there. It's fine. Palace Attendant? What's Palace Attendant? Makes hostile schemes faster? Alright. Oh, Chief Eunuch. Oh, okay. Okay. Stable Masters, you. Just immediately just going in here and reassigning every single position. Right. Need some bodyguards. Right. Cool. Cupbearer, are you useful? Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go with that. Back in here. That's fine. Oh, apparently I have 2 men at arms. I managed to get them from some... Where these guys came from, no idea. But okay. Let's end my regency. Wait, do I still have those domain holdings? No. So where's my money coming from? Domicile buildings and that, but I don't have any Oh no, I do have domicile. Wait, I have domain? Being your liege's steward gets you +8. Oh, okay. That's cool. That must be the steward bonus stuff here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you just get 8 extra tax. That's cool. Alright. Let's resume new appointments as well. Sure. Let's see how far up we can go now. Right, so I no longer hold Lingnan. I now hold something else. I am now the Minister of Revenue. I guess the name The Strange is kind of good for us. Our path through power is odd. I'm in line for the Chancellery? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Intrigue perk available. I found old architectural sketches of the Huangdi's estate. They might be outdated, but look here. 2 advantages or faster hostile scheme. Let's do faster hostile scheme, and the reason I'm doing that is because I noticed that we're now down at 16. Yeah, I don't know why we're down so much. Oh, because he switched to manage royal guards, maybe? Okay. But we're gonna need more spins around this wheel. Here, a job done right. We can increase our scheme stuff by 25, and does that give us an extra 5 per? No. But anyway, we are at least now up at 41% again. Okay. We're getting there. Oh, I can need to redesignate terrain. Most important thing. Doesn't do anything for us, but that's fine. Alright. 2 keys. A word of advice. Exalted Minister. We've heard word that Prefect Wang Shouyi, as leader of the pro-song movement, might be more susceptible to suggestions than expected. We can make him join our lobby. Why would we want to do that? Just reduce the pro-song movement's power by a little bit. Let's buy the next set of shelves. And then, where are we? 605. Wow, we're still not quite where we need to be. Yeah, okay. Falling behind advancement. Demand courtier. I demand your master of the horse. No? Okay. It's fine, I don't care if you hate me, I'm gonna kill you. Imprison. Well, that's not really... Wait. He uses a weak... Wait, he had a weak... How did he had a weak hook on me? When did he get a weak hook on me? Wait, weak hooks only last 5 years, right? He got a weak hook on me like 4 days, or like 12 days ago? It doesn't show hooks in here. Does it show it on mine? When did he get a weak hook on me? I'm not entirely sure I want to just be murdered, but like, on decline I started a war with the Rebellion Casus Belli. Well, the question is who would, like, join me in that war? Would my movement join me? In which case I'm in. If they wouldn't join me, then I'm out. Okay, I need to save. I think that saving is the only reasonable thing to do here. And then we put some conditions around what we do. Because things have got very silly. So, conditions. I am going to decline. If it is simply me in the war, right, and no one else, then, or like, if it is not a significant group within, like, on my side in this war, then I'm going to reload and just accept. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on. So I'm going to click decline. Who is joined in this war? I have 209 soldiers. That doesn't seem like a lot, if I'm going to be honest with you here. War ended inconclusively. Because I have no land? Wait, because I have no land, the war ends inconclusively, I think? Maybe? My grandson can marry. He still has a hook on me. Interesting. Ask for pardon. Yeah. Would you give me one of those? No. Okay, you don't like me very much. What if I send you a gift? That would give him 210 opinion of me. And it would move our house relations towards cordial. Yeah, here's some money. Please stop trying to murder me. You can ask for a pardon and he'd say yes. Just doing that well, I guess. you know, ask him for a pardon, he'll just say, yeah, sure, no problem. Alright, 287 want to marry my son. Inheritable traits, we're down to 12. There's an Amazonian, but you're 6. Sorry, my grandson. Intelligent, 11 years old. I think intelligent 11 is the one I'm going for here. Let's go. Set the marriage up. You've given me a pardon. Your rule of the conservative movement has run its course. Debate me and prove that you have what it takes to lead us. Alright. I'll debate you, bro. Let's go. Where are we going for the debate? Over here. Okay. In here, let's upgrade this. Wonderful. Carrying on. So limited civil services have been replaced by centralized ministries, apparently. Oh, okay. But I now have a pardon, so now people aren't going to be mad at me. Curse undone. My rival has died. That's good. Apparently this is back down here. It must have jumped up due to them, like, maybe this disappeared for a second and now it's back on. Or maybe this is building up over time because managed royal guards might be one of the ones that goes up the longer you have someone in that position. 38% chance of passing. Grandson. Fantastic. Good job, grandson. Right. The new minister. I'm now the new minister of personnel. Oh, okay. I'm going to... I can't do that when I'm traveling. Can't just resume new appointments. What's the minister... Now I've got new things... There's no imperial censor. I would love to be available for that, but anyway. That's cool, I guess. What was the Minister of Personnel able to do? Fire governors regardless of retirement age law. Invite any courtier if they summon courtiers from Celestial Bureau. And use influence career at reduced cost. Okay. Cool. Children like... Yeah, children like guardians. I have new men at arms. I also apparently have... Oh, wait, no, so that one still exists. The Watcher in the Hills needs a worthy successor. So that's a new one, I guess, that, yes, is in here. So you have to be the successor because you're literally the only person who can do the job. Department aides are going to be my sons. Physician's going to be my son. Guru is going to be you. Keeper of Treasures is going to be you. Chief Administrator is going to be you. There we go. Just very quickly assign people. Okay. There we go. Wait, that's probably, now that I think about it, that's probably why this dropped, is because I lost my spy master for one. Yeah, okay. There we go. So now we're back up. We're getting there. Debate started. At least I won't have a new position until the debate ends when I get back. Watcher in the Hills. We now have a Watcher in the Hills. And now it says there's no successor, right? Yeah. Which of course there isn't any successor because, like, I don't have the prestige for that one. I'm actually at negative prestige now. Huh. Okay. But yeah, there's no successor because he was the successor. Okay. Let's do that. Do I want to increase movement power? Yes. Okay, they changed all the budget laws. That's cool. Oh, I need to reassign this. Lowlands. Back to the debate. Thorn Poem. I can get 2 intrigue for 5 years. Sure. It's a new secretary director. Mine the third most highest prominence position, by the way. 5th. What was higher prominence in this one? So 5th. So that's 3rd, I think. That's the wrong one. Wait, you're Grand Marshal, but you don't have the Grand Marshal position. My god, there's so much broken here. This, somehow the Censorate has top prominence right now. I don't understand how the censorate got top prominence. Did it become somehow closer? How did it end up with top prominence? Because he's also Secretary Director right now. I see. So what's the top prominence title here then? Wait, so Minister of Revenue is higher prominence than Minister of Personnel, so why was I reassigned? Maybe they can just reassign you anyway and it doesn't matter for those positions. Okay. Fine. The way diverges. I go with you. There we go. Let's see here. I'm eager to meet people with a trait in common with me. There we go. I can keep upgrading this. Let's keep making my physician better. Public challenge. I am going to take the diplomacy lifestyle experience. And it's now my moment for the debate. I'll choose the top option. I'll debate him with insults. Fantastic. I'm losing titles apparently. And I am still in charge. My level of fame has now gone up to exalted amongst men, so people like me more. Wonderful. And now I get to go home. You, Aaron, has a daughter called Heir. Toils of War, we will pick the one that lets you have a chance of getting a martial bonus. I got prowess bonus. Where's my prowess? 7. Okay. This person would like some money for us being at his farm. I will say no, I will take your money instead. Right. This person, I'm going to take the chance of getting martial. I got wounded. I lost wounded. Fantastic. And I need to do this. Fantastic. And we're back. Okay. Now that we're back, I can reopen ourselves to new positions. Which means that we should be in line to get a new position. We're third in line to get a higher prominence title. Behind these two who might not want it. I see. I could also promote myself, I guess. Which is a political scheme. Yeah. We'll let that auto invite. That's fine. Let's go. I got 4 advantage in there. Capital examination. Yeah, let's go. Right. Next one going. Peace be with you. I regret to inform you I've decided to increase your contractual obligation. Surely you understand my plight. Song is in dire need of protection. Your contribution plays a huge part, and besides you do owe me. So you used his weak favor hook on me to lower my salary. Oh. Alright, well that's kind of annoying, really. Another rival died. That's nice. I'm going to upgrade... I can't upgrade this again, because I need Grand Estate building. Cool, which I can't make because I need Crane's innovation. Okay. I could just increase domicile income now. And just get some actual, like, proper amounts of percentage money out of this. Actually, the percentage only goes up, like, once, and then it never goes up again. Oh no, it goes up if you go down the other path. I'm going to buy 1 upgrade. Let's go storehouse. Okay. Torn apart by Varut Haka. Are you even my grandfather anymore? The very sight of you enrages me these days. Snaps. You, Xuan Jian. This argument is fairly typical of our interactions of late. Disagreements over plans and practices abounding, turns of phrase taken in the worst way, and the slightest of disputes becoming hours-long arguments. Whatever common ground I'd hoped to build by involving her in this scheme seems utterly ruined. I'll make her kinda not hate me as much as she does. Okay, we have 5 in this scheme. Means we can fire this scheme. Which is promoting me. Fantastic. I'm promoted for 10 years, so I get extra succession stuff, which now means that I am second in line to higher tier titles. Or higher prominence titles. Okay, I got some money. That's nice. Nice random bit of money. War declared on our liege. That's okay. And entrants are gathering here. Make a request. No, I'm not going to give you 200 gold. Are you crazy? Why would I do that? Right, back in here. Assembly awaits. Judge in the brush, we get a weak hook in exchange for 100 or a weak hook and 100 intrigue lifestyle. I'll take the diplomacy here. We choose the middle option because it's the only thing that gives us a bonus. Do I want Zhao Rengui to be my friend? Sure, why not? Sounds good to me. Sealed favor, we will deliver the letter, which gets us another weak hook and more intrigue lifestyle experience. It was on. This is the same person. Okay, interestingly. Timely challenge. Oh, this person has enough learning that they're actually a challenge for us. Now let's grade one another's answers. We beat him, and that got us enough learning experience. Now the next learning perk, which is Radiant, which is going to double our level of impact from Devotion, means that we will now get 60 opinion with Clergy, which is absurd. Yep, Clergy love us. So plus 60. Right. It's all fine. Bell chimes. Oh, grandson passed the provincial exam. That's nice. That's good. So which one's he passed? So he's passed, oh, provincial. So yeah, okay. He's not doing the metropolitan one that's on now. I need a forward scout, apparently. That can be you. You. Right. Let's continue in here. I just wanted to have a look at the scheme. So we can fire it now of 60%. As we previously worked out, 60% doesn't sound very good. Wait a second. There we go. Now pass it with 75%. Okay. 75% sounds a lot better. Another 9% puts us like 84-ish. 84-ish% sounds a lot better. Yeah. I think it sounds a lot better. Oh, you need to go to a children's examination. Well done on passing. All of them just passing first time. Incredible. Okay. Huangdi ended his war, which has now moved us towards the expansionist cycle. Yep. We're slightly ahead with division, but like, not as much as we'd want to be. Yeah, nobody's really got any power yet. We need to let some power leave our movement and join other movements so we can actually, you know, take it and back again later. Right. It's okay. Agents are just leaving and joining our schemes over and over again. Right. Examinations are over. Betrothed can marry. My grandson can marry Jing Zheng, who is Amazonian. They will not accept. Why not? Does not allow a polygamous marriage. Oh, they're already married. I see. The betrothal auto-fulfilled while I was looking at the thing. I see. New intrigue thing. Let's go Court of Shadows. Gives us more grace when using schemes. Right. Any of these, anything I need to do anything with? I could meditate for 6 months. How long till this finishes? When's the next phase? 52 days? I'll wait. Okay. I became malnourished. Level of splendor has gone up to 1,000, or has gone up, and we are now noteworthy. More long reign bonuses. Not that we hold the title long enough to get a long reign bonus. Go to this in 32 days, but we'll wait a second. You want me to debate you? I'm going to decline for now. I want to bury the hatchet with my son. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. 85%, 6 advantages. So, if we let it go again, we get to 94%. Yeah, we get pretty much to max if we let it go one more round. But it's only 79% secrecy. So you got 21%, 5 times. We should just execute the scheme. Yeah. Also, wait a second. He's a familial kinslayer and a murderer. Who did he murder? Wait a second. Who did you murder? Did you murder? Your father? Maybe? Wow, there's a lot of people who died in his line here. Okay, interesting. Anyway, seize the moment. Cask of wine. Huangdi Zhao Bi is finally dead. A thorn in my side no longer, thank Kama. The plan was elegant in its simplicity. I invited Zhao Bi over for drinks, knowing all too well that he would not be able to stop until blindly drunk. Then the fool followed me without protest into a basement, promptly fell asleep. He didn't even stir as my servants built a wall to seal up the entrance to the room forever. I've covered my tracks well, and if anyone suspects me of being behind the attack, then they dare not say it out loud. Okay, whoa. It's self-evident to all hegemony of song that my liege, Huangdi Zhao Chengyu, cannot shoulder the burden of rule by himself, not without causing irreparable harm to our lands. It is clear that we cannot go on as we are. Since Huangdi Zhao Chengyu cannot rule by himself, someone must serve as his secretary director. And that's now me. I have so many great ideas for the realm. I am now governor of the circuit of Huanan, I think. Am I? What am I? Yes, I'm in charge of this, apparently. Which I shouldn't be in charge of. I should resume new appointments. But apparently I'm also my liege's secretary director, although I'm not as well. Apparently I'm away somewhere. Let's just go forward a couple days. Okay, I lost my department aides because I no longer have a department. I am accepting new titles, I think. I'm not on my liege's council. Wait, I am? I'm still minister personnel. This is getting incredibly, like, weirdly broken. Watcher in the Hills became idle. Okay. Refill every position. There we go. Anything else needing refilled here? That's fine. Also, new Huangdi has even less of this, even less influence. Oh, not yeah, even less legitimacy, which means that it's getting even closer to division. We're now 100 up there. Okay, we're getting there. Things are going a little crazy. You can ask for a pardon. Wait, I need a separate pardon on you. Okay, I'll send a gift. Say, hey, you up for any pardons? Right, become pardoned. Whatever we did. Right, cool. I'm now pardoned in perpetuity, as I was previously. Consult heaven. No, I don't want to do either of those. Yeah, I don't want to move at all towards that. That's fine. Just check. Shape the dynastic cycle is not available for another 6 years. Okay. I think we might be at a point where we can... Are we invited to our coronation? Wasn't invited to the previous coronation. I guess we can go to that. But I think this is a good point to end the episode. Things have got very silly. Everything's falling apart. Everything's breaking. None of the mechanics are working as you would expect. Like... Should I not have the Ministry of Personnel being the Minister of Personnel, I ask myself? Do you not think that would make sense? For me to have the Ministry of Personnel, which is currently held by this person? Who's... Wait, so he's also called Minister. Should I not be in charge of the Ministry of Personnel? Due to being the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.